One of my favorite ways to progress trying to learn how to coordinate your diaphragm and other core muscles so we can continue to build core stability is through using a balloon. It gives you a little bit of feedback as to when you have lost pressure because the balloon will blow back up in your face. And it also adds just a little bit of resistance on the exhale, which can be really helpful for getting a full exhale for full diaphragm and other core muscle range of motion in the fully shortened position for the diaphragm. So to execute this exercise, I like to have people lay on their backs to start, but this can also be done in any other position, like a seated position like I'm in now. So the way that I like to have people start is going to be on your back with your legs elevated at about a 90-degree angle of the hips and knees. And then from there, if there is a big gap between the back and the spine, to go ahead and just use the heels to dig in, lift through the hamstrings, and press the low back very gently into the ground. Not like a full crunch, but just a little bit to get out of that really arched position. And it usually can feel a little bit more comfortable. Then from there, we will go ahead and take an inhale in and expand our bellies and sides and low backs into the mat with air. Then we will go ahead and blow up the balloon. As you're doing that, you're having to create pressure in all of the different directions. So forwards, down, sideways, and into your back, 360 degrees to exhale and blow your air out. Then you want to maintain that pressure, maintain the coordination as you inhale in through your nose again, and then exhale into the balloon. The key is maintaining the pressure as you inhale. If you don't, the balloon will blow back up in your face. So let me go ahead and demonstrate what I mean. So finding the position, inhaling, filling with air, exhale, blow up the balloon. So you notice as I was exhaling, the balloon was getting bigger and you could see maybe my rib cage come down a little bit. But as I was inhaling, you notice that my shoulder blades were not coming all the way up to my ears. I was not lifting my rib cage a ton off of the ground, lifting my back and arching my back. And I was also able to maintain the pressure in my abdomen and the balloon did not blow back up in my face. If you have a hard time doing this without any of those things, the balloon might be too progressed. Typically, you're going to want to practice this lots and lots of times to incorporate this as a skill. Since it is a skill, it's going to take lots of reps. You should not feel any pain. You should not feel pressure or leaking or urgency in your pelvic floor. And you should definitely not feel lightheaded. If you feel any of those things, you need to stop and either get some coaching because you might need to do it differently or it might just be too progressed for you. But this is a great exercise for learning to implement core stability, learning how to exhale with just a little bit more of resistance. And ultimately, this can be really helpful in getting ready to implement this in other core exercises.